Ghana currently mobilizes approximately $830 million annually in green finance, significantly below the estimated $1.9 billion required to meet its climate goals. Speaking at the Green Finance Workshop in Accra, Technical Director to the Minister of State on Climate Change and Sustainability, Cedric Jelu, reaffirmed the government's commitment to advancing Ghana's climate finance agenda. Here's more. The Green Finance Workshop, held under the theme Financing a Sustainable Future, Unlocking Investment for Industrial Growth, brought together key stakeholders to discuss strategies for mobilizing climate finance in Ghana and across Africa. According to the Technical Director to the Minister of State on Climate Change and Sustainability, Cedric Jelu, the government remains committed to advancing Ghana's climate agenda by attracting sustainable funding to support green initiatives.
The President is truly committed to advancing green initiatives and addressing climate change head-on. When it comes to the role of green financing, it is evidence that most of the climate-related issues that we need requires mobilizing financing from sources that are free from fossil fuel towards advancing climate change agenda. And most of these initiatives will go to create jobs, brings about new innovations, and to ensure that the average lives and daily lives of people will be sustainable in terms of business, in terms of trade, and in terms of general well-being. In that workshop, we saw that there's a gap where there's lack of technical capacity, from business sector, even from the private sector, and then also other stakeholders towards advancing initiatives in this space.
Executive Director of the Africa-China Center for Policy and Advisory, Paul Frimpong, stressed the importance of engaging all stakeholders in tracking and coordinating climate finance flows across the continent.
We found out in our preliminary research, we realized that Ghana actually needs about $1.2 to $1.4 billion every year to go into the green space. But as we're looking at it, we are doing about $800 million, which means that we are short almost half of that flow. So obviously there's a gap, and we are hoping that through the discussion and some of the communique that we issue and the report that will come out, we'll be able to engineer a path that will attract more financing into the country. As we understand, governments across the continent, including Ghana, are focused on this issue about industrialization and, of course, boosting their manufacturing drive. So what we are trying to do is to have a stakeholder engagement to track and try and dig deeper to understand what actually is the landscape. What is it looking like? What are the key challenges? What are the gaps that are in there?
The Green Finance Workshop was organized by the Africa-China Center for Policy and Advisory with support from the Africa Climate Foundation,